In today's show, Bitcoin passes 23,800, May low, as the crypto market cap drops under $1 trillion. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, quoting credible crypto. Here's your smart money. Since our Wave 3 peak at $65,000, they have increased their Bitcoin holdings from approximately 11 million to over 13 million. This is a reaccumulation range, not distribution. Look at the comments below. Most say they must be selling or they already sold. Nah, the data doesn't lie. And quoting Rec Capital, Bitcoin data science shows that the sub $35,000 is an area that has historically yielded outsized ROI for long-term investors. Another way of looking at this, capitulation began at $35,000. With Bitcoin now at $24,000, capitulation is getting closer to its end than beginning. And quoting Plan B, the reason why you're not buying at this generational opportunity level is the same reason you did not sell at $60,000. Greed and fear. Greed because you think that you can time the absolute bottom. Fear because you think it can drop further. Forget about the tops and bottoms. Focus on strategy. And quoting Dan Held, we wouldn't need Bitcoin if we can trust banks, people, and the government, but we can't. That's why we need Plan B. Also in today's show, old Bitcoin mining rigs are at risk of being shut down after the Bitcoin price slips under $24,000. I'll be sharing this latest list of shutdown prices in which crypto mining machines will have to shut down due to lack of profitability. Also in today's show, Ethereum capitulation is imminent as ETH follows the 2018 market structure. According to crypto analyst Kevin Svensson, quoting him here, this ETH fractal is playing out. ETH, Bitcoin, and crypto in general could easily see another 140 days of sideways bear market action. This is standard in these conditions. Also in today's show, economist Peter Schiff explained why he expects Bitcoin to crash as the recession deepens and warns, don't buy this dip. Sharing his tweet here, this could be a rough weekend for crypto, in which it was. Bitcoin looked poised to crash to 20,000 and Ethereum to 1,000. If so, the entire market cap of nearly 20,000 digital tokens would sink below $800 billion from nearly $3 trillion at its peak. Don't buy this dip, you'll lose a lot more money. And quoting rich dad Robert Kiyosaki, best investment, cans of tuna fish. Inflation about to take off. Best investments are cans of tuna and baked beans. You can't eat gold, silver, or Bitcoin. You can eat cans of tuna and baked beans. Food most important, starvation, next problem. Invest in the solution. Take care. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. Here are Crypto News Alerts. I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs. If you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? As you can see, the entire crypto market is crashing currently like a mofo. Bitcoin face continues selling pressure before the June 13th Wall Street open as Ethereum revisited multi-year lows. And right here, looking at the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Now, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin eclipsing its 10th month lows set back in mid-May. Now, the largest crypto faced bearish triggers on multiple fronts, these coming from both within and beyond the crypto sphere. Now check this out. Fintech protocol Celsius appeared to be on the brink of a meltdown after operations were halted, turning billions of dollars in collateral into new risks for crypto markets. In an event ironically similar to that which caused the May rout, Bitcoin and altcoins kept falling as fresh uncertainty filled the air, and macro conditions were hardly any better, with Asian markets selling off and Wall Street futures looking to see a continued downtrend, which set in last week. Now, inflation concerns likewise remained ahead of crucial comments from the United States Federal Reserve due on June 15th, quoting crypto analyst Crypto Chase. Bitcoin, I call it the long bear. For real though, we don't know when the Fed will change tune. Developments of war in the Ukraine, U.S. presidential election on horizon, supply chain issues, etc. Markets do not like uncertainty. I can be a trader of bounces, sure, but investor, not yet. And someone asked him, does this change your view regarding ETH consolidating around $1,200 and the spike up? And he responded, my views are open to adjustment. All depends on macro conditions. But yes, if Bitcoin was to 11,600, ETH would certainly be sub 1,000, probably $500. Now, other analysts were more confident, both on the longer and shorter time frames, as shared here by Credible Crypto. Here is your smart money. Since our Wave 3 peak at $65,000, they have increased Bitcoin holdings from approximately 11 million to over 13 million. This is a reaccumulation range, not distribution. Look at the comments below. Most say they must be selling or they already sold. Nah, the data doesn't lie. And someone responded, smart money buying from $65,000. Very smart. Incredible Crypto responded, yes, when we are above $100,000, you will realize why they are called smart money. And quoting crypto analyst Mikhail Bende-Pop, the expectations are that the Fed will hike on next week's meeting, normal and highly expected. However, this expectation is overshooting towards extensive hikes. I don't see that, probably 50 BPS, and that's it. Markets always overreact. And quoting crypto analyst Rec Capital, Bitcoin data science shows that sub $35,000 is an area that has historically yielded outsized ROI for long-term investors. Another way of looking at this, capitulation began at $35,000, with Bitcoin now at $24,000. Capitulation is getting closer to its end than beginning. Now check this out. The overall crypto market cap, meanwhile, fell under the $1 trillion milestone for the first time since February of 2021, and Ethereum is facing a $1,000 price target. That's right, Ethereum, fresh from dropping below its realized price over the weekend, is now trading below its all-time highs set during Bitcoin's previous halving cycle. Quoting the Wolf of Wall Street, Scott Melker, this is the last time ETH went oversold on the weekly. I had no followers, but the macro bottom ticked it. Note, you can always push way lower on the weekly RSI, not trying to catch a bottom. And he's referring to this tweet he shared back on December 6th, 2018, where he wrote, my ETH orders are at $82. And as Chris Burnsick shares here, things getting so bad so fast that the 200-week simple moving average for Bitcoin and Ethereum will be severely tested. ETH likely breaks it cleanly and heads to bigger psychological test of $1,000. Bitcoin will put up a bigger fight, but given the clouds on the horizon, it's hard to see it not toying with 20,000 and below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. He also goes on to share, no one knows where the bottom will be, so don't ask. The worst moments feel bottomless. He makes a great point. And quoting Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, he recently tweeted, some people think that I only look at stock-to-flow all day, but in fact, I use many indicators and models for investing and trading. Number one, fundamental, which is stock-to-flow, mining costs, etc. Number two, technical, which is RSI, moving average, etc. Number three, on-chain, which is realized cap, coins and loss, etc. And number four, derivative markets, which is futures/base options/volume. And he also recently tweeted, worst Bitcoin monthly RSI ever at 43.7, bottom of January 2019, Bitcoin at 3,400, RSI was 43.9, bottom January 2015, Bitcoin at $210, RSI was 44.6, and some blue, we are 60% below the monthly all-time high. And this morning he updated us once again. Reason why you're not buying at this generational opportunity level is the same why you did not sell at 60,000. Greed and fear. Greed because you think that you can time the absolute bottom. Fear because you think it can drop further. Forget about the tops and bottoms. Focus on strategy, sage advice, and quoting Dan Held, we wouldn't need Bitcoin if we can trust banks, people, and government, but we can't. That's why we need a plan B. Preach. And before I break down next story of the day, old Bitcoin mining rigs risk shutdown after the Bitcoin price slips under $24,000. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, massive losses across the board. We have Bitcoin down 13.5%, trading just above $23,700. We have Ether down 16.5%, trading just above $1,200, while Binance Coin, Cardano, XRP, Solana, Polkadot, and all the major cryptos are currently correcting and in the red. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Older Bitcoin mining rigs are finding it difficult to generate positive revenues during the ongoing crypto market decline. That's right, the profitability of many ASIC machines has dropped into the negative zone after Bitcoin's fall below 24,000 this morning. Data fetched by F2 Pool shows those machines include Antminer S11 and Avalon Miner 921, which are now closer to their shutdown price, as shared here by BitDeer Official. For your information, we published the latest list of the shutdown price below which crypto mining machines in this chart will have to shut down for lack of profitability, which you can see here in this chart. It shows you the shutdown prices beginning at $25,000. It shows you the 24-hour profit as well as daily electricity. Now, notably, Bitmain's Antminer S11 offers a maximum hash rate of 20.5 terahashes per second for a power consumption of 1,530 watts. Now, the cost of running an Antminer 211 is 0.13 kilowatts per hour based on the global average electricity cost. And as a result, it would consume around $4.50 worth of power every day versus the roughly $2 income in the same period, according to data gathered by ASIC miner value. Now, similarly, the cost of running Canon's Avalon Miner 921 comes to be around $5 per day compared to its income of over $2 in the same period. So overall, Bitcoin miners' earnings have dropped pretty substantially, a 75% decline in the past 8 months. These losses coincided with a sharp decline in the Bitcoin mining hash rate in the last 7 days, from an all-time high of 239 exahashes per second on June 6th to 189 exahashes per second on June 13th, according to data from CoinWars, which you can see here in this chart, which ultimately suggests that the miners are limiting their Bitcoin production capacity by theoretically shutting down unprofitable mining rigs, and may continue in the coming weeks if Bitcoin fails to recover above $25,000 and/or the mining difficulty adjusts. Now, on June 13th, Bitcoin price hit its lowest levels since December of 2020, following a brutal crypto market sell-off. That's right, Bitcoin's price reached a low of $23,700 versus its November 2021 peak of $69,000, and the losses came due to the concerns about rising U.S. interest rates. Now, Bitcoin miners' businesses, which remain at the forefront of minting and supplying new Bitcoin tokens, have suffered the brunt of falling prices. For example, Canon's stock dropped by more than 90% after topping $39 per share in March of 2021. And similarly, VanEck's digital asset mining ETF, which opened for business in early March 2022, had lost 63% of its value as of June 10th, measured from its record high of $46.05. Now, do keep in mind that the new generation Bitcoin mining rigs are still in profit. That's right, that includes the newly launched iPolos version 1, which returns a daily income of around $62 against $9 of power consumption in the same period, and machines from the Antminers S series, which generate daily revenues of $4.75 to $18, despite Bitcoin below $25,000 prices. Now, nonetheless, some profitable machines are near their shutdown thresholds, including Antminers S17, and it can become unprofitable when the Bitcoin price drops to $22,000, according to data provided by BitDeer. So the million-dollar question becomes, do you feel the Bitcoin price will likely hit a low of $22,000 or potentially lower? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And before I break down next story of the day, Ethereum capitulation is imminent as Ethereum follows the 2018 market structure, according to crypto analyst Kevin Svensson. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting under that $1 trillion milestone. Like, whoa, with $135 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, the current Bitcoin dominance is 46.9%, with the Ether dominance at 15.1%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, you can just see virtually nothing in the green, minus stablecoins, because everything is currently correcting, and in the red. So checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, once again, a sea of red, with the only crypto in the top 100 in the green for the week being Leo, up 7.5%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, shows we are currently rated an 11 in extreme fear. Yesterday a 14, last week a 13, and last month a 9. And I won't be shocked if we see this below a 9 by tomorrow at the rate we're going. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, like we're witnessing right now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. A closely tracked crypto analyst is predicting the imminent collapse of Ethereum, as he says ETH appears to be closely mirroring its 2018 market structure. Kevin Svensson tells his 107,000 Twitter followers that Ethereum recently breached its long-term diagonal support that has kept the market bullish for about a year. And according to Svensson, the bearish move is reminiscent of Ethereum's price action in 2018, when it also took out the upward trend line and lost nearly 80% of its value in just a few months. As he points out here, this ETH fractal is playing out, and he's referring to this post he shared back on May 18th, mind-blowing Ethereum fractal. And he wrote right here, to be clear, I don't think ETH is going to go as low as it did in the last bear market, but being below that support line does signal much lower prices are possible. A wick down to $1,300 is possible, in my opinion. And lo and behold, we just wicked down below $1,300, so kudos to Kevin Svensson. So with Ethereum now trading below its cycle high of $1,400, Svensson believes that Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the rest of the crypto market could witness an extended bear market. As he shares here, ETH, Bitcoin, and crypto in general could easily see another 140 days of sideways bear market action. This is standard in these conditions, using the 128-week simple moving average and 50-week exponential moving average as a comparison from the previous cycle for a rough estimate. Human behavior doesn't repeat but it rhymes. And he makes a great point. And as for Bitcoin, Svensson says that the king crypto is still in a long-term uptrend despite the bearish price action over the last few months. Quoting him here, Bitcoin's macro trend situation still looks good. If you're looking at this from a trend/growth perspective, we are making progress. And looking at Svensson's chart, Bitcoin appears to be trading within a descending channel with a long-term support line at around $20,000. And before I break down our final story of the day, economist Peter Schiff explains why he expects Bitcoin to crash as a recession deepens and warns, don't buy this dip. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,200 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also, some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my crypto merch store live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this, and help support the show with the YouTube algorithm. And of course, you can follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play. And if you're listening to the pod, be sure to check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? Gold bug Peter Schiff, the chief economist and lead strategist at Euro Pacific Capital and founder of Schiff Gold, has made some dire predictions about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the crypto market in general. He tweeted just this Saturday right here, this could be a rough weekend for crypto. Bitcoin looks poised to crash to $20,000 and Ethereum to $1,000. If so, the entire market cap of nearly 20,000 digital tokens would sink below $800 billion from nearly $3 trillion at its peak. Don't buy this dip, you'll lose a lot more money. Someone responded, is this the first time he's admitting that Bitcoin won't go to zero? Peter Schiff responded, no, my long-term target for Bitcoin is still zero. My target for this weekend is $20,000. And someone responded, excellent time to buy more Bitcoin. Discount season. Peter Schiff responded again, excellent time to sell Bitcoin. You can always buy back at the lower prices if you want. My advice is don't buy back with the same dollar amount, just buy back the same quantity and take some money off the table to reduce your risk. Maybe buy some gold with that extra cash. Now, Peter Schiff further explained in several tweets on Sunday, with food and energy prices soaring, many Bitcoin hodlers will be forced to sell to cover the costs. Grocery stores and gas stations don't accept Bitcoin, and the Economist noted when Bitcoin crashed during COVID, no one needed to sell. Consumer prices were much lower, and hodlers got stimulus checks, and he stressed the following: the need to sell Bitcoin to pay bills will only get worse as the recession deepens and as many hodlers lose their jobs, especially those working for soon-to-be bankrupt blockchain companies. He goes hard, doesn't he? Now, if circumstances change, long-term buyers with paychecks will be forced to sell, he added. Now, obviously, most Bitcoin proponents continue to ignore all Bitcoin and crypto predictions made by Peter Schiff because we all know he is a FUD puppet. He has predicted Bitcoin going to zero for a very long time. And as someone wrote here, possibly the most consistently bad investment advice on public record. And another wrote, Peter Schiff, check Bitcoin or Ethereum 5-year charts. Then check golds. Which would you rather have held? Which would you rather hold for another 5 years? That, my friend, is the million-dollar question. And furthermore, a growing number of grocery stores and gas stations have started accepting Bitcoin as well as other cryptos. Sheetz, a major mid-Atlantic restaurant and convenience chain, announced in May of last year it had become the first convenience store chain to accept Bitcoin. Now, several convenience stores and gas stations have also installed two-way Bitcoin ATMs, including leading convenience store and fuel retailer Circle K. And checking out one of Peter Schiff's most recent tweets, with Bitcoin dropping below key support at 25,000 and Ethereum below 1,300, the combined market cap of nearly 20,000 cryptos has broken below $1 trillion from a record high of $3 trillion. That's $2 trillion down, $1 trillion left to go. The last trillion will be the most painful. Now, obviously, Peter Schiff is the most bearish about Bitcoin, as he has been for a very long time, including the entire crypto market in general. However, many people are still very bullish on Bitcoin and the crypto market, such as venture capitalist Tim Draper, who recently doubled down on his $250,000 Bitcoin price prediction, which I shared here in this show. Also, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz said he is incredibly bullish on the King crypto and has a weekly Bitcoin buy. Also, DeVere Group CEO Nigel Green said last week that he expects a bull run and a significant bounce in the price of Bitcoin in the fourth quarter of this year. And checking out this tweet by Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki, which I found very interesting. Best investment, cans of tuna fish. I didn't expect that. Inflation about to take off. Best investments are cans of tuna and baked beans. You can't eat gold, silver, or Bitcoin. You can eat cans of tuna and baked beans. Food most important, starvation next problem. Invest in the solution Take care. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Nate wrote, as always, great stuff, JV. As for Do Kwon, what he says in his own defense has the ring of truth, has me leaning towards innocent. Still leaves me wondering who did sell all that Luna. Apparently, somebody did. Maybe that's where the story is. In any case, love this healthy Bitcoin consolidation. Just brings greater opportunity. Oh, and wishing the bipartisan U.S. congressional crypto bill factored in the currency aspect of so many altcoins that are used to run their projects, not just the people to invest in. People can invest in the US dollar for a profit or loss, but it is still a currency. Somehow its 2 attributes can be distinguished. Hopefully someone will get that factored in for altcoins before the bill passes. Oh, and raise that $200 Bitcoin tax-free sales threshold closer to $500. Just my 2 cents. Go crypto, go Bitcoin. Go JV. Thanks for tuning in and sharing your 2 Satoshis, fam. I greatly appreciate it. And our next featured comment comes from City's Sports Bar. Calm down, Novogratz. Bitcoin will be pumped. Pump it up. Let's go. And our third and final featured comment comes from Arun P. Bitcoin and ETH and all the other top cryptos are software, and software is eating the world. Best brains are working behind it. Great perspective. I heard Mr. Wonderful, aka Kevin O'Leary, share the same thing. Hodl. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below.